What's up, guys? So it's been a hot minute since I've recorded a video for you guys. Been really busy with work and family and really just busy trying to keep up with stuff, and so here's this video for today. We're going to talk about the hiring process for the police academy. I know I kind of touched on it a little bit in the first video I made, but we're going to go a little bit more in depth, like how the process actually works. So the process, let's explain that real quick. So there's a written portion, which is a written portion of the test, a physical, which is either some departments have like an agility, some departments have just a rower, some departments have an agility and a 1.5 mile run, some departments have an agility, a 1.5 mile run, at 300 meter sprint. Just depends on the department. And then you have a background phase where they do a background investigation on you, pretty much tear apart your life, check every nook and cranny and dig deep in there. They really get up in there. I had a supervisor tell me that they call it that they should be called proctologist. Look that up. That's gonna be a good one for you. Make sure you're not at work when you do. You might pull up some inappropriate images. So then there's a background investigation. Then there's the polygraph, the medical portion, just getting cleared by a doctor, making sure that you're physically able to do the job, and then a psychological portion of the exam, of the test, just getting cleared by a psychiatrist, making sure that you're all there, and then an oral board. Just depending on the departments, it may vary when you do that. So it could be after your background investigation, it could be after your polygraph exam, it could be at the very end, the last phase. And then our department has the chief's interview as well. So six pieces: written, physical, oral board, medical, psychological interview, oral board, and chief's interview. We'll call that six phases of that. So step one, what's the written portion? The written portion is going to be either a certified police exam, like a something that is police based and kind of has questions that you, not based off prior knowledge, but off of just what the question's asking, how you'd answer it. The test in my city was a basic entrance exam for like grades, high school level entrance exam basically. Had a written portion, so the English part, math, and inference and fact, and some vocabulary and spelling. So everybody's like, oh, that shouldn't be too bad. No, it's terrible. English is not my strong suit. Oh, but you speak English. I know I speak English, but ask me to correct a sentence for you? Yeah, no. I can write, I write well, but to be able to proofread something, no, not happening. Not my strong suit. I did okay on the math portion. I did okay on the vocabulary portion of it, spelling portion, the fact and inference. I feel I did okay, but the majority of it was reading passages, and what really stumped me, I'm pretty sure I didn't get any of these right, was the correcting sentences, or finding the sentence that is written correctly. And that's just always been hard for me since I started to learn how to read, and since like second grade I've never understood English. I don't know how I got all the way through college, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So there's that. Once you pass that, for most cities it's going to be past the written, then you go on to the physical. So the physical portion for us was a 2,000 meter row based off of your age and weight, and I will put a screenshot of what that looks like, how that's configured. You just put it into the computer and it shoots out a number for you. I'll throw that screenshot up right here. Boop. Where I'm at now is the background phase. They're gonna run my credit. They're gonna talk to people that I put down as what's the word? References. They're going to talk to people that they talk to about references. They're going to talk to my previous employers. They're going to talk to my current employer. Yeah, they're going to talk to everybody. Probably my grandma, my aunts, my uncles. Who knows? They're going to dig really deep. They're going to go back into my history and talk about, like, who did I hang out with in high school, and talk to who did I hang out with in college, and, you know, why are you wanting to be a police officer? And so they're going to talk to people about those things about me. So that's where that's at. The oral board is a panel interview, so you may have, depending on your department, your city that you're trying to apply to, how big the city is, it may be anywhere from 5 to 6 people, consisting of lieutenants, sergeants, maybe I know one representative from HR. So that's that. And the questions they'll ask, well, I don't know yet. It's going to be a bunch of different questions, probably some scenario based. How you would respond to this situation, how you're going to respond to that situation. I guess we'll figure out when we get there, but that we're just talking about the process right now. So I'll be sure and keep you guys updated when we get there and let you know how that goes and let you know how that went for me. God willing, I pass. Fingers crossed, prayers, blessings. Let's get it. Then we have the psychological interview, or the psychological exam. I've already taken one of those for the job that I'm at now. That was like a 500 question test, just answering how you, like a survey. You know those long surveys you do, you know, to apply for a job, and it has like answer, how would, if your coworker does this, what do you do here? Are you a happy person at this time? Blah, 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 blah. Those type of questions. So yeah, it's a literally long, drawn out, asking the same question 500 different ways. But I mean, I'm not crazy, obviously. I passed it once, so I'll be sure, pretty sure I'll pass it again. Medical is just going to be a physical, you know, overall evaluation of your health, probably some blood work, probably do a drug test, more than likely do a drug test, which is going to be ACEs, and no problem there. And then that's pretty much it for our department, as far as I know. Really, every department's going to be about the same as far as that process goes. So you'll have the psychological exam, the medical exam, and then somewhere in that phase we're going to do a ride-along. Is what I've heard, that once you pass the background portion and you do your polygraph. We didn't talk about polygraph. I've done one of those too. That's kind of weird, because so they put you in a chair, make you sit on a pad, tie your fingers up to these little monitors, and then they ask you to lie. So you're sitting in the room, right? And they say, James, what color is this room? Well, what color are the walls in this room? And you're gonna say black, because they want you to give a lie to have a baseline. So there's that. And then they want you to tell the truth. So are the lights on in this room? Yes. Okay. So that's pretty much what it's like. People get nervous for that sort of thing. From what I've heard, the polygraph is based off of your background. So why are you going to lie now? You've already made it through the background portion. Shouldn't have any reason to lie. Just be honest, guys. You know, just be honest. That's what they stress. You should have some integrity if you're choosing to be a police officer. Be honest. You know, people in this country need somebody to be able to look up to, that's going to be an honest person that they can trust. And that's what the city or the department that you're trying to work for is looking for as well. So don't lie. It's really not that hard. If you feel the need to lie, then just pull your application and don't even waste anybody else's time. Sorry, that's just something I feel really strong about, is honesty and integrity. That there's no point in it. Not only does it hurt you to get this job that you're trying to get into, to have this lucrative career, and this, not really lucrative, but this career that is based on helping people and trying to protect people, but it's also hurting your soul. Like, why do you want to lie? It doesn't do any good for you to lie. Not for your soul, because I'm a Catholic, strong Catholic faith, and I don't want to end up in hell. Honestly, I don't want to end up in hell for a lie that I told to get a job. It's not worth it. Like, yes, I can repent for my sins, but just don't do it. Just don't lie. Really that simple. Don't be nervous. I guess you can't help how you feel. Nerves are just a feeling. It's normal, but they're gonna understand the nerves over a lie. So don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Just be honest. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but just be honest. That's really all I have to say. Today we did a workout. Didn't record it. It was with a buddy. So just, you know, caught up with him, lifted, had some bro time. So it was a good day. Now we're going to take the kids to the park. Still light out. Going to take them to the park. They already went to Chuck E. Cheese today. They had a great time. We've had a great time as a family today. It's been a good day for everybody. So yeah, we're going to go do that, and then we'll catch up with you soon. So the next video...